Okay, so we're here at the Venetian, and I'm going to kind of let you know the update of all that's going on in Macau. Go check out the room. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, so here we are in the Venetian, and basically I'll give you the update of everything. It is a weekday today, it's a Wednesday, and we're just going to be walking around Venetian. Technically the tourists are somewhat back from mainland China, but no foreigners. No foreigners are coming in or out. Not even if you have a work visa, you can't come back to Macau. Even if you're living in Hong Kong and you have a work visa, a blue card, you're still not allowed to come back. You're not allowed to come here. Even when Hong Kong had almost nothing, and you were in Hong Kong and you have a work visa here, an apartment, you still cannot come back. That's been the way that it's been since March. Now it's July, so it's been 4 months of you know, people on blue cards. Maybe they're Filipino, maybe they're American, Australian, whatever, Singapore. They are stuck with wherever they are and they can't come back. But if you're a resident, you can come back and do a quarantine. And if you're Chinese, you can, from mainland China, you can come in. But there's not that many. I think they have to do a COVID test to come into the casinos now, something like that. But I came into the casino today and I didn't have anybody say that to me, so I don't know, maybe because like no foreigners are allowed in, so they must know that I couldn't have come in from China because no foreigners are allowed in China right now. I mean, if you're living there before March and never left, then you can stay, of course, and you have the rights, but otherwise that you So anyways, that's kind of the situation now. We're just going to kind of walk through. You can get a feel for how few people are still around. It's end of July. Hong Kong has a big spike in COVID cases now. For a while we were hoping that maybe people in Macau might be able to go to Hong Kong. That might create a bubble, and if you were here you could go there, but that's no longer the case either. So so it looks like we are definitely not going anywhere for quite a long time. And if people have a blue card, if they were here prior to March, whenever it changed in March, then they could they can stay, of course, but as soon as they leave, they can't come back. So maybe if you're, I don't know, whatever situation, sometimes there's a bunch of people from something called Dancing Water, and they, it's a big show that's kind of like a casino-related show. And I think 100 of them got laid off. And so some of them want to go home, you know, or have to go home or required to go home, and they can't come back. So I don't know, that's kind of the story with everything right now. Everybody is kind of stuck around the world, I think. So, okay. So we're kind of coming at the kind of an entrance of Venetian. So that's basically the update of Venetian. Sometimes people ask, when can foreigners come back to Macau? I don't know. I think basically they say, and this sounds about right, but they basically always say the same thing, that that nobody's coming in until there's a cure for COVID. So there you go. Let's go into the food court. So at least we'll show you what's when things are busy, the food court is there's like no seating at all. But right now there's plenty of seating, and actually they took away half of the chairs because there's supposed to be social distancing as well. As you can see, everybody's wearing a mask. There's no COVID in Macau. There hasn't been any COVID in Macau for a few months at least. So there's 0 cases here, which is actually kind of interesting for a lot of us because you know, we're in a city with COVID, with 0 COVID, and we're not even allowed to go to Hong Kong. Nobody will take us. So now you can see how empty this is. There's pretty much, yeah, actually, before COVID, every single seat would be full. And like you can see the social distancing, right? There's just one chair. That's all there is to one table. But even those aren't full. So there's one. These are two, both on the same side. So nobody can sit across from you and cough. They actually took all the seats on that one, but that one's now empty and that one. But generally they would be one side only. So that's basically the update here. What else can we say? Yeah, shoot me some questions anyways, and we'll just see. But I think, yeah, the general question is usually the same. When can foreigners come back? Also, just remember, I'm just a YouTuber, and I have limited inside knowledge. I just know what I can see and read in the media, here in the media. But other than that, I don't really know. So sometimes people read something in the media, just like I do, and they'll know more than me sometimes. Especially about casinos. A lot of people know a lot about casino construction and what's happening and timelines and time frames, and they come and they want to check it out. And you guys might know more than me, so. But I'll try my best. Okay, so anyways, this is Venetian. The other thing too, I've been filming quite a bit of Macau, and I feel like I've filmed. I probably will still film, but I might try to slow down a little bit. Previous to this time, I used to film a lot of other stuff, other places. Kind of feel like filming something a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, this is the Venetian. Straight ahead, we're gonna go back to where the water is at as well. That's where all the let's see. It's where the, what do you call those? Gondola. But I don't see any gondolas here, but we started out with one. There's the gondola right there. Okay, anyways, that's Venetian. Still pretty cool, actually, to be honest. As someone who's basically stuck here, it's pretty cool, to be honest. Hardly any tourists or crowds, so for me it's great. It's actually lots of space. A lot of times Macau can be very crowded with a lot of people everywhere, and a lot of them are tourists, so they're very kind of all over the place and excited, bumping into people, yelling sometimes and shouting. And not just in the casino at the floor, but just you know, just walking around in the stores, they'll see this kind of stuff will be exciting. So people will bunch up and take a bunch of pictures, and it's kind of relaxing this time of year. It's another gondola. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna end it in this space. Hope you enjoyed it. Chiquinha, chiquinha.